my persona, stay gutter, and I'm licensed to tote. Twin Glocks, call me butter, cause I'm nice with a toast. I'm nicer than most. You joking till your life's on the ropes, with your spinal cord broke and a knife in your throat.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 2K the God, my man Sess. Welcome to the Gods of Boxing Talk. Now, it's been a little minute, you know what I'm saying? We got into a little bit of YouTube trouble. Tried to get y'all the content for the Andre Ward Sullivan Barrera fight. You know what I'm saying? They took the video down. They committed some fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But we don't give a fuck. This shit don't stop. For today's segment, we want to do the breakdown of Andre Ward versus Sullivan Barrera. Now, I just want to say one thing, man, before we get into this breakdown. A lot of you motherfuckers out there said, and I seen your videos, don't bullshit me now. A lot of you motherfuckers out there said Andre Ward was scared of Sullivan Barrera. Alright? Now the fight's over. Now Andre Ward bust that motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? With no problems. Possibly Sullivan Barrera only winning 2 rounds. If you being nice. You know what I'm saying? Now it's, oh, Sullivan Barrera didn't have the experience. Oh, he's just a prospect. Oh, he's really a nobody. He's a bum. Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead, man. Break down this masterful fucking performance, boss.
That's exactly what it was, 2K. A masterful, beautiful performance, man, by Andre Ward. And Ward truly showed why he's at the level that he's at. He's one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world. Yep. With Floyd Mayweather gone, Andre Ward, in my book, he's number 1, man. There's nobody above him in terms of skill and ability. Nobody. Nope. You know, this was a great fight. I loved everything that Ward did. He used his jab beautifully. The one thing about Andre Ward, man, if you really watch him, he throws 3 different type of jabs. You can never really time his jab. Yeah. Man. You know, he throws a straight jab, a up jab, and then he throws the jab to the body. Yep. I mean, his arsenal is just fucking ridiculous. His movement was great. He something else I was really surprised by was the fact that he looked the size that he had at 75. Sullivan Barrera didn't look that much bigger than him to me. You know, and he was also very strong. I think in the first or second round, he kind of was, whenever they locked up, he would push Sullivan off of him, or he would kind of, you know, physically turn him if they were, you know, clinched together. And that was something that I really wanted to see, because I wanted to see if he could be physically strong at the weight as well with a guy like Sullivan Barrera, who is a big dude. You know, he's not a small small cruiserweight. You know, he's a big guy. Or is it cruiserweight or light heavy?
Light heavyweight.
Okay. There we go. So, but anyway, man, he tattooed the shit out of Sullivan Barrera. I mean, he beat him everywhere in the ring. He dropped. That left hook. Oh my God. That left hook was money. It was fucking money the whole night, man. His straight right hand was beautiful. He was even throwing some overhand rights. His jab to the body was just ridiculous, and his defense. I mean, come on, man. I think Sullivan Barrera landed, what, 15% of his punches?
Yeah, he landed 66 punches throughout the whole fight, and he threw like something like 350 something. Don't quote me, YouTube, but it was up there. Unbelievable, man. I mean, just the entire fight, I was sitting there just with a smile on my face the whole fight, because this was just artistry in the ring. I mean, that's honestly what it was. This was Picasso, you know, with a canvas in front of him, just painting away. I mean, and that's what it was, man. Sullivan Barrera fell victim to Andre Ward's skill, ability, his presence, just who he is, man. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful performance by by Andre Ward. I mean, well, I can go behind that and say Sullivan Barrera didn't fight a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I'll go so far as to say that Sullivan Barrera would still give anybody at 175 trouble. That includes Sergey Kovalev, Artur Beterbiev, Adonis Stevenson, Andre Fonfara. He would give any of those guys trouble. Now, I would predict that he would lose a few of those fights out of those names that I mentioned, but he's not going to go in there and get knocked the fuck out or get laid the fuck down. I don't think so. He's an excellent fighter. He's a very good, or he's a very capable fighter. He was ranked the #1 contender by the IBF, right? Before this fight. He was ranked in the top 10 out of 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies. The 4th one had him at rank 16, right? So he is a formidable guy at 175. And Andre Ward went in there and used his abilities, right? Now, I'm going to take what you motherfuckers out there were saying. Y'all were saying Andre Ward hasn't fought. He's on another layoff. Now, I tried to tell you guys, he's not on a layoff. He fought Paul Smith last, March or something like that? He's not on a layoff. But you guys insist on saying that he was on a layoff. Now I'm going to make you eat your fucking words. I'm going to use it against you. So, with Andre Ward on his layoff, right, this motherfucker still went in there, all right, showed a dynamic offense and an impregnable defense. He could not be touched. And this is a Andre Ward that is not 100%. On a guy that was ranked #1 by one of the major sanctioning bodies. So he's not a bum by any fucking means. I'll repeat what I said again. This motherfucker said after he knocked out Jeff Lacey in 4 rounds, he beat the dog shit out of Jeff Lacey so bad that Jeff Lacey thought that it was Sullivan Barrera's twin brother that actually entered the ring. And it wasn't really him. That's how bad it was.
That's an ass whooping.
That's the motherfucker. Got the motherfucker thinking it really wasn't you. That's a motherfucking ass whooping, dog. So, anyway, man, down to the fight. You know what I'm saying? It just goes like this. Ward had a mix in his offensive attack. He was inside, he was out. That disrupted Barrera's timing as he tried to dictate the pace. Because that's all Barrera was doing. He was coming forward. He was pretty much trying to bully Andre Ward. And Andre Ward would be in, then he'd be out. You see what I'm saying? He would lead with the jab, then he'd be out. He'd be, using ring movement. Then he'd come back in, real aggressive. This is the best shit that I loved in the fight. He'd be rotating around the ring, making Sullivan Barrera just plod forward after him. Then he'd lead that jab. He'd lead that hand out there like that. Leave it out there. And all of a sudden he's like, bop, 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 coming forward with about 4 straight fucking punches that would always, every time he did it, it pushed Sullivan Barrera back. So it made him gun shy. Also, another thing he did, when Sullivan Barrera would come on the inside, right? Barrera wasn't really using too much of a jab, which is a criticism that my man Sess had about him way before the fight even happened. All right? He wasn't using the jab. Even though he has the longer reach and he's the bigger guy, he still wasn't using the jab. But he'd come forward and he'd come in with a right hook. And he'd come with it, but he wouldn't bring it back. So he has it out like this. Andre Ward over the top. Bam. That's how the knockdown happened. Every single time, B. Another thing I noticed in the 7th round, this was the most, I'm going to make up a word, the most beautifulest shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was beautiful, dog. In the 7th round, Andre Ward is here. Again, he's got that arm extended. He pawing with it. He fucking with him. All right? Sullivan Barrera comes with a straight left like this. He comes with it. Again, he don't bring it back. He comes with it. Andre Ward catches that motherfucker right here. Boom! Come on, people!
Yo, my bad, 2K. Courtesy of Mayweather versus Philip Ndu. If you go back and watch that fight, Floyd was fucking Philip Ndu up with that. He would catch him with the right and then hit him with a straight right. Just beautiful, man. Absolutely
beautiful. Absolutely upper echelon type of skill. It doesn't matter how long you're out the ring. If you're able to do something like that, it is ingrained in your abilities, your skill level. You never forget this type of shit, right? And it cannot be learned by everyone. That's the kind of skill Andre Ward has, man. You see what I'm saying? And to key on what you said, I've seen a lot of a lot of different fighters. I've seen some Bernard Hopkins and Andre Ward's abilities in this fight. I saw some Floyd Mayweather. I saw one of my favorite Mexican fighter of all time. I saw some Salvador Sanchez. You see what I'm saying? With the side-to-side movement, coming in with the overhand right and dropping back out. That's Salvador Sanchez, people. You know what I'm saying? He has watched all these fighters, right? And has made his own style from bits and pieces of all these different fighters. And then the bad part about it is, for you opponents out there that are going to see Andre Ward, he's mastered it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the fucked up part right there.
Yeah.
So, one more thing I want to touch on. After that 7th round where he did the catch and counter, Abel Sanchez had Barrera in the corner, and he basically said that he isn't moving his hands enough, right? That was completely, in my opinion, Sess, you just touch on it however you want. In my opinion, that was the fucking wrong advice. Okay? And the reason why I say that is, it's not that Barrera couldn't move his hands more. It's not that. That's not why he was losing. The reason why he was losing is because Barrera did not have any dynamics in his offensive attack. He didn't provide a variety. He was just coming forward, looking for the big punch the entire fucking fight. That's what he was doing. Now, the commentators made they made a statistical reference. They said Barrera averages over 70 punches a round, right? But in this fight, he averaged like 50 per round, punches thrown. The reason being is not because Barrera wasn't moving his hands enough. This motherfucker was trying to dictate the pace. It was Andre Ward's ability to switch his style dynamically. Dynamically meaning at any point. You see what I'm saying? While the fight is happening, he's switching his fucking style. He's moving in, he's jumping out. He's moving around the ring, he's applying pressure. He's going to the body, he's going to the top. He doesn't know how to fucking answer that.
That's one of the things about a lot of these trainers, man. They'll tell the fighter something, but they'll tell the fighter what he's doing wrong, or they'll say, "Hey, man, you're not doing this," but they don't tell him what to do to counter that.
Well, I don't think Abel Sanchez knew.
Absolutely.
He was completely in. Abel Sanchez ain't seen this shit before. He was completely in over his head. Now, I'm not saying Abel Sanchez isn't a veteran trainer. He's trained a lot of cats over the years. But he has not the dynamic that Andre Ward brings. He is a special type of fighter. You understand what I'm saying? And Abel Sanchez has not had to handle a guy like Andre Ward.
Absolutely.
He didn't know what to fucking tell his fighter.
And that's all it boiled down to, was that he truly did not know what to tell Sullivan Barrera. If you go back and you watch the fight, for all the viewers out there, look at Andre Ward's pace and look at Sullivan Barrera's pace. Andre Ward gave Sullivan Barrera so many different looks, and he fought at so many different paces in the fight, right? Sullivan Barrera fought at one pace the entire fucking fight.
Absolutely.
You cannot do that when you're going against a guy that's how, and I hate to bring him up, but that's why Floyd was so successful, was because he would give his opponents 3 different looks, 4 or 5 different looks over the span of a 12-round fight. You know, so when you key on one thing and you think you got it down, he switches up immediately and then he does something different. I noticed that Sullivan Barrera was trying to time where Ward's head would be. He would jab, Ward would duck to the, I think Ward would duck to either the right or the left, and then Barrera would try to shoot his right hand. And once Barrera keyed on that, Ward keyed on it, so we started doing something different. And I mean, it's all about focus, man, and just change. You gotta be a chameleon in the ring. I mean, that's the only way to be ultimately successful. You have to change with what your opponent is giving you. And Andre Ward, even though, I mean, he could be moving backwards, lateral, however, he's going to change. He's setting the pace of the fight. Even if his opponent is coming at him, rushing him, he's still fighting at his own pace.
Absolutely, 100% agree. All right, YouTube, we're going to wrap it up right here. Let us know what you think about the fight. Do what you do in the comment section. Be real. This is Real Talk for real fans.